It is shocking. In Kashmir, young women, one second, in Kashmir, this journalist Chandran is such a faker. In Kashmir, there was an organization called the Duktaran-e-Millat. That viewers was going about throwing acid and threatening to decapitate heads. Sushil Pandit is from a community where people's heads were decapitated. For what?
Yes.
Sushil Pandit, can you explain to this denial?
Yes.
Denial, this apologist for the worst kind of communal killings? Can you explain to Gokul Chandra his own history? What happened in 1990? Can you explain to this man? Sushil Pandit, what happened? For what reason?
Rahul, thank you. Thank you, Rahul, for having me on your show. While you've asked me to knock some sense into this so-called journalist's head with facts, I think it will be a waste of time and my breath. If his livelihood depends on speaking what he does, he is never going to understand. Some people are incorrigible and completely beyond reason or facts. I would rather spend my time trying to say what I think should be said today.
No, actually, one second. Mr. Pandit, before you do say it, you must tell him, must tell Gokul Chandra why Kashmiri Hindus were killed, the slogans that were chanted, the othering of Kashmiri Hindus because they refused to convert, and why they were treated as infidels.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Don't let him get away.
You know, coming from Gokul Chandra comes from Kerala. Yes, Gokul Chandran comes from Kerala. We are in the 100th year of Mopala massacres. If this man doesn't remember his own ancestors and how they were treated, how they were butchered, and the reasons why their women were raped, their children were slaughtered in front of their parents, he is beyond any explanation, Rahul. I completely give up. They are animals. They can't be taught history. They can't be given facts. They cannot remember what happened to them just 100 years back. And even today, there are processions in Kerala warning Hindus that we have not thrown away our knives in the sea. Can you imagine? This is happening in this day and age, and this man chooses to turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to such facts. He is irretrievable. Don't waste your time on this. What we need to tell the rest of the country today, Rahul, is that this is no ordinary murder. This is India put on notice. This is our democracy, our free speech, our system of living, our values. Everything we cherish in life and we live for has been put on notice. On 4th of June in Bundi, a cleric said as much. I don't think there was any action taken against him. If Zubair was dog whistling then, on 4th of June, the cleric in Bundi precisely did the same. And Kanhaiya Lal has paid with his life today, thinking that he lived as a free citizen of a democratic country, that we are not living in medieval ages under invaders, under barbarians, under medieval totalitarian systems. So this is today a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call earlier also when Tawqir Raza, good 12 years back, had announced a bounty on President Bush. Did anything happen to him? We need to not just confine to these two pawns who have killed Kanhaiya Lal. There is an entire system. There are clerics, there are mosques, there are organizations who have created these killers, who have given them wherewithal, who have promised their families support, legal support, economic support. We need to bust this entire system. And I have a small suggestion.
Okay.
This is no ordinary law and order issue. This is no ordinary crime. Our central government federal structure must recognize jihad as a pan-India war waged against India. And this needs to be centrally combated. There has to be a law, just as there is a law to tackle terror through NIA, which is a central agency. There has to be an anti-jihad formation
Rahul, may I please
tackled
make a
from
point?
Delhi
Yes. Sanju
under
Verma wants to
central
come in.
government on
Okay.
a war footing.
Okay.